Hi guys. So it's day 14 of the Tome Topple Readathon, and I didn't read that many tomes. I read three tomes. I'm gonna tell you when I read a tome because I'm just gonna go through my July wrap up so far, which is I don't know how many books. Let me count. So I finished 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 books in 17 days. Yeah. So, right, I'm gonna go in order of the way I read them, and then there might be some changes because, like, some series need to go together, but I didn't read them in order, but it doesn't matter. So the first series I read was the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, which pushed me to DNF Era Fire because I don't care. I like Reese and Feyre way more than Selena and Dorian and Rowan and Kale and na. Also, I'm kind of the screen might move a little bit because my makeshift tripod is a stack of pillows. So, like, yeah. I'm gonna try and keep it as still as possible. But I read them. I read ACOTAR, ACOMAF, and ACOWAR all in one go. ACOTAR was my least favourite and ACOWAR was my favourite. I feel like ACOTAR, nothing really happened until the end. ACOMAF was more character and romance, and then ACOWAR was very story, war, fighting, bringing the emotion out of me. It was great. And I gave all of them 5 stars because, obviously. Then I read More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. If I made a video of books I would never, under any circumstances, read again, that would be the only one on the list. Because it hurt too much for me to read it again. I was going through the book and I was like, they're supposed to fall in love. Okay. I see, and then I was like, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen, and then it happened, and then the rest of the story was just crying. Like, if somebody tells you to read this book, just know that it's not at all happy. None of it's happy. It's not happy, no. You don't read it unless you want to genuinely commit suicide. Like, no. Okay. Then I finished Angel Fall by Susan E., which I really liked the ending. I didn't really care about the characters. I was more interested in the story, which was kind of non-existent until the end. I started World After, and then I stopped reading it and started reading Harry Potter. Yeah, I started reading Harry Potter. And, I feel like it was good, but, like, I don't have much push to read the rest of the series. It was kind of like I was in the mood to read something I'd already started, and that was a book I'd already started. So I feel like that series is just going to be the one that I'm like, okay, I need something to read. Let's read World After. Then I'll read, like, a few chapters of End of Days and just be like, don't really feel like reading it. And then, again, until I finish the series. But it was a 4-star book for me. I think I put it at 4 stars, probably. Because it was like 3, and then the ending moved up to 4. So 4. I might have to change that on my Goodreads, because I don't know if I put it at 4, but whatever. Then I read Memories, which is a poetry anthology by somebody, I can't remember her name. It's like Lang, I think it's Chinese or Japanese. I don't know. But, that one was my favourite of her books, because she's got 4 poetry anthologies. I read the first two and they were like 4 stars. I read this one, it was 5 stars because I felt more involved in the poetry story thing. But it was good. They're kind of a mixture of like short stories in poetry format and poems, and the poems rhyme, which I've never really read poetry that rhymes, but I've only read like, this was my 5th poetry book that I've ever read. Well, 6th if you count like the one I had to read for school, but that one wasn't good, like, at all. But this one was probably my favourite out of her poetry. My favourite actual poem book is The Princess Saves Herself in this one. That's my favourite poetry book. Now this is where, oh yeah, for the Tome Topple readathon, I read, Aka War, and I finished Aka Math. I had like 200 or 300 pages of Aka Math to read. So I finished Aka Math, and I read Aka War in the, Tome Topple readathon. The next book I read in the Tome Topple readathon, well, the next book I finished was Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I read the last 400 pages, because I read from page 201 to the end, and this is like a 636 page book, so like 435 pages, which is still not a tome, but it's technically a tome. So I read this, oh well, I finished it. The actual tome that I read completely was Order of the Phoenix, which I read in 3 days. And it is like 700 pages of pure beautiful. This is definitely going to be my favourite book in the series. It's really dirty. This is my dad's copy, because it's like, I'm at my dad's house. I'm in London right now. Yay! Now, then the next tome that I read was Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, which was, I liked this Savage Song better, but the ending, I'm still not completely into the ending of the book. I don't know how I feel. I don't know my emotions. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to any of the book. I'll probably have to reread the duology again, or at least I'd like to do it again at some point, because I can't remember anything that happened in the book. I was not paying attention whatsoever. So I think I'll have to give that book a 4 stars, because the end was good, like the last 200 pages was good, but I can't really remember what happened in the beginning. But it was 510 pages, so it's a tome. So I read that. Then I got out of my tome reading because I was like, I'm doing the Tome Topple readathon, yay, reading tomes, blah 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 blah. And then I was like, you know what would be great to read? Percy Jackson. I was like, yeah, not a tome. This is the Titan's Curse. This is one that I brought with me to my dad's house, and now I'm going to start The Last Olympian soon, and then I'll finish the entire series. And I'm like, this book is the one that made me care about the characters. The first 2 I was like, and then I got this one, and I'm like, I think The Battle of the Labyrinth is my favourite though, because there was no Annabeth in this. I like Annabeth, and she was in The Battle of the Labyrinth, and oh, I hate that she's in love with Luke. I'm like, what are you doing? Annabeth, Percy. Because in the 4th book, they like hug, and I was like, oh. So I've read the first 4 books in this series. I finished Battle of the Labyrinth yesterday. Today is technically the last day of the Tome Topple readathon, but like, I'm not reading any tomes that count because I can't finish the next book I'm going to show you today, because I'm reading The Last Olympian today. So yeah, finished these 4 books. I am currently also reading, well, this is the only book I'm currently reading, because I I haven't started The Last Olympian yet, so I'm currently reading Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling for the first time. This is the first time I'm reading the series, because I was born when the second book, or the third book, came out, I'm pretty sure. I'm on chapter 5, but I'm like halfway through chapter 5 because I listened to, I'm listening to the audiobook because I have to listen to the audiobook because I can't do anything else. But, yeah. I also have, I haven't got my bookmark, so I have a bookmark that looks like this, but this one's green, and the one I have at home is black, and that's the one that I use for my Harry Potter books, because the back, I can write on the back of it, so I wrote Harry Potter on the back, so that bookmark is designated for Harry Potter, because I have all the books, and I'm obviously going to read them again at some point. The one I definitely want to read again is this one, because I loved this one. It's also the longest book I've ever read, because of the 766 page. The longest book I read before this was Lord of Shadows? It's either Lord of Shadows or Lady Midnight, one of the two. I don't know which one's longer. But this is now the longest book. Until September, when I read the Alexander Hamilton biography, because that one's like 900 pages, so yeah. This is my longest book so far. Ow. But yeah. Now I'm really gonna hold up the Titan's Curse, because I'm like, I don't know. After I finish The Last Olympian today, I literally have no idea what I'm gonna do. Because I know that I want to read a new series, but I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm really scared. To be honest, I have an app where I track basically my reading and vlogging, because all I do is vlog now. This might as well just be a vlog channel. This is a book vlogging channel now. That's all I fucking do. No, I might just change my channel to a book vlogging channel and do some tags occasionally when I can't vlog. But yeah, so I've put it, so I read The Last Olympian today, then I'm gonna finish Half-Blood Prince and start Deathly Hallows. And then when I finish the Harry Potter series, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because by the time I finish the Harry Potter series, I'll be still here in my dad's house. But I don't know what I want to read. I remember the last time I listened to audiobooks when I was at my dad's house, I was reading Sarah J. Maas. I read, on the way to my dad's, I read Throne of Glass or Crown of Midnight. No, I was reading Throne of Glass and I finished it when I got here. And then over the next 2 days, I read Crown of Midnight. I really loved the first two, but I just don't care. I'm like, I liked Selena and Kale, and then she moved, and now she's got Rowan, and I'm like, all I really care about is the romance, and the romance is gone now, so I don't know. But I really want to read something, anything, I don't know. I need to find a series that I really want to read. I also have told myself that after I finish a series, I have to read a contemporary. And I really want to read a contemporary, actually. So when I finish The Last Olympian, I'm going to read a contemporary book whilst reading Harry Potter, because I haven't read any of Harry Potter in the last few days, so I really need to read a few chapters of Harry Potter. I might actually just read Harry Potter today. But I do this thing with Harry Potter where I'm like, I only want to read about them at Hogwarts. So I'm like, the first few chapters I just skim, because I don't really care about Slughorn and meeting him. All I care about is, basically with this book, I read about the unforgivable curse, and then I skipped to chapter 5, because that's when he gets to the Burrow, because I don't care about Slughorn and them meeting, because it's basically the same in the movie, so I don't. I just want to read about school, because school, when they're in the school, it has more of like the non-movie things in it, so yeah. But yeah. Also, tomorrow I'm going to the Natural History Museum, and I might be going past the bookshop, so I might have a book haul tomorrow. It's not going to be a very big book haul, because all I want to do is buy Akamath. Seriously, if I go into a bookshop and Akamath is there for under £10, I am buying Akamath, because literally all I want to do is reread Akamath. That's all I want to do. I also want to reread Carry On. That's all I want to do. Literally, all I want to do is reread. I just want to reread. Or reread books that I read, like, 2 minutes ago. Seriously, can I just reread Carry On for the rest of my life? I'll do that. Also, I really want to just give away Fangirl, because the fact that I bought it at WH Smith pisses me off. Like, if I bought it, like, used, or if I bought it for, like, £2 at the works, I would be fine, but it was £7, and I'm like, why did I buy it? I don't even like it. I hate. That's the book. That is the overhyped book that I hate. I just hate it. Like, it's not. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not a true. They're like, oh, it represents anxiety so much. Yeah, it does, because she gets a boyfriend, and then 5 minutes into their relationship, her anxiety is disappeared and she's having sex with him. I'm like, no. No. 2 minutes ago, you wouldn't let him touch you. I'm not even getting into that. I'm not even getting into him. I think Levi is creepy, and that is how I feel about Fangirl. The only reason I'm gonna keep that book is because of the Simon & Baz thing. I might actually just rip off the front cover and stick the Simon & Baz thing on my wall and throw away the book. That's how I feel about it. I really want to do that now. I just want to keep Simon & Baz. I don't care about the actual book. Fuck it. I bought it with my own money. I can do whatever I want with it. So yeah, I don't know what I want to read. This is basically all I do. Okay. I've been watching people do, like, try a chapter videos. But that doesn't work for me. No, I said I was gonna read, Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Because I read the first chapter of Cinder. And it was okay. Well, it was good. I liked it. I was interested. But I don't know. I want to, but I don't want to. Like, I want to read a book, but I don't want to read a book. Because I really have no time to read when I'm at my dad's house. Well, I do. But, like, my cousin's been here for the last 2 days, and now she's gone home. I have more time to read. It's just that I don't have anywhere I can just lie down, because I lie down and then my sister comes in and she's like, can we play a game? Can we do something? And I'm like, no, I just want to lie here. I want to read my book. Go away. I can't sit in the living room because I get distracted by the TV. I might just sit outside. But there's nobody in my dad's house at the minute because my sister went with my cousin and I couldn't be bothered. And my stepmom had to go to the hospital, so my dad went with her. And so I'm sat in the house alone. That's why I'm being really loud. Yay! I can be loud, 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 loud. I don't know what else I'm doing. So, I might, yeah. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I will talk to you guys later on. Bro, you'll see my vlog from today of me reading The Last Olympian and probably crying because I want to say goodbye to Percy Jackson. To be honest, I'm ready just to jump into Heroes of Olympus, so that's probably what I'm gonna do if I can't figure out what to do, because I went on and I saw the characters that are in Heroes of Olympus, because I wanted to see, because I do that with myself. I have to spoil. I need to know who the characters' parents are, because I need to know what god they're from. Like, I looked up Nico's father. because I needed to know who his father was. And now I'm happy. And I know that he is shipped with lots of boys, like Jason. And I'm excited for him to be shipped with boys because I know that he's gay and I'm excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go and start reading The Last Olympian, and then probably gonna read Heroes of Olympus because I don't care anymore. I just want to read Percy Jackson. I really just want to read Apollo. I love Apollo. Apollo is my favourite god. I didn't say that. I love Apollo. Literally, as soon as he was introduced, I'm like, I love him. Love him. So yeah, my favourite god is Apollo. My favourite character is Tyson because he's adorable. And yeah, that's my answer to your questions. Okay, so Half-Blood Prince is gonna say goodbye. And I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Bye.